Dear audience, the topic which we will cover today is the takeover of Afghanistan by Taliban and the rise of Jihadi culture. That how the culture of Jihad, Islamic Jihad, has got an impetus after the takeover of Afghanistan, the takeover of Kabul by the Taliban. So it's a very dangerous scenario. Not only the West, but various non-Western circles are also contemplating that the manner in which Afghanistan has been taken over by the Taliban, and they have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. They have made it clear that they will establish an Islamic government in Afghanistan. There is nothing wrong with that, to have Islamic government or a non-Islamic government or whatever government. But certainly it doesn't end there. It doesn't end here, neither here nor there. So a statement was issued by the spokesperson of Taliban, Sohail Shaheen, that Afghanistan is with all the Muslim forces. Afghanistan supports those Muslim groups, including Jammu and Kashmir, as they are fighting for justice, they are fighting for their rights. It is too early to pass a judgment that Islamic State, Daesh, Al-Qaeda, Al-Shabaab they will be actively supported by the Taliban, or the East Turkestan Muslim movement in Xinjiang, or the Chechenians, or in Central Asia, or elsewhere. But certainly the Jihadi forces are jubilant, are very happy. The Taliban have won in Afghanistan and now it is our turn. If such type of an approach or such type of a thinking is right, then it is very dangerous. Because then, in that case, Taliban, they will violate a basic clause in Doha Agreement of February 2020, that Afghanistan will not be used against the US and its allies. So, how the culture of jihad has got an impetus. In fact, many jihadi organizations have welcomed the takeover of Afghanistan by Taliban, and they are looking forward that they will also secure victory. Now, for 20 years after 9/11 all the way till 2021, the US and its allies in Afghanistan, along with their allies in Afghanistan, the Afghan government and all, they tried their level best to eradicate Taliban's capacity and capability to launch Islamic Jihad. But how can you prevent Islamic Jihad? It has a force, it has motivation, absolutely. That is the reason why they won in Afghanistan, the motivation, the zeal, the courage, which others lacked. But then, if the Taliban regime is able to consolidate its power and then shows its real face. And Afghanistan, a bastion of Islamic Jihad or Jihadi culture. And the Afghan Taliban, in the forefront to support global Islamic Jihad. It was predictable, absolutely, that the Taliban will not stop only in Afghanistan, because they represent a philosophy, a mindset, an approach, and theoretically speaking, whether one agrees or disagrees, they have a conviction that they will establish an Islamic emirate, or their counterparts who want to establish an Islamic caliphate. But you cannot reverse the tide of time, because the gap in technology, the gap in various instruments of power between the West, not even the West, the developed and the non-Muslim world, developed and the non-Muslim world, and the Muslims has widened. So it's not only the technology or the satellite technology or whatever, the West has an edge as far as the Muslims are concerned. The US wanted to leave Afghanistan, it was a liability, it was a burden. And according to President Joseph Biden, the US was spending every day more than $100 million in Afghanistan, more than around $350 million in Afghanistan every day. So the culture of jihad or the jihadi culture has certainly got a boost as a result of the victory of Taliban in Afghanistan. But then they will mess up with the situation if they allow various jihadi groups to operate from Afghanistan. And remember, the American leadership, not this one, earlier also, they have warned, they have clearly warned that if again, ever again, Afghanistan is used for terrorism, they will come back to Afghanistan with full force, with such a force that it would be difficult to let them out from that country. So it is better that those who have got power in Afghanistan, they act in a wise manner. They act in a flexible, tolerant, moderate manner, instead of plunging their country again as an epic center or a theater of international terrorism under the name of Islamic Jihad. Thank you very much.